Michaels with John Madden and Lisa Guerrero. Welcome to Oakland, where the overriding story took place yesterday afternoon in Mississippi when Brett Favre's father, Herb, drove off the road and died, apparently of a massive heart attack. And then, cruel as it is, Brett Favre had to make a decision. Does he play tonight or doesn't he play tonight? He has chosen to play. He will start. As you know, he has not missed a start in over 11 years. He is in the lineup, and for more particulars right now, let's go down to the field and Lisa.
Thanks, Al. At 4:30 p.m. Pacific time yesterday,
Favre's father, Herb, drove off the road and died, apparently of a massive heart. Brett Favre had to make a decision. Does he play tonight or doesn't he play tonight? He has chosen to play. He will.
Yesterday, Brett Favre was hanging out with backup quarterback Doug Peterson when Peterson received a phone call on his.
Brett Favre was going to do it. You know, yesterday when we talked to him, you know, he had so much spirit and energy. Brett Favre is going to be able to handle this. I have no idea.
It's almost callous. Brett Favre goes.
Talking to Brett Favre yesterday, it's Brett Favre. He looks to the left, looks to the left. Brett Favre beat us. Brett Favre, if you're going to make him.
And Brett Favre, playing under intense emotional duress, comes out and leads an 80-yard touchdown drive.
Brett Favre just throws a perfect ball. And did you see that one, Brett
Favre, who normally comes out very early and then goes back and then comes out again, did not tonight.
Favre made a perfect bet. Favre was really excited about it.
By Brett Favre, and there's another. Brett Favre is tied for.
You know, Brett Favre, his father passing away, and Mike Sherman telling him, you know.
Favre, at the age of 34, there was his first arch that proved to be therapeutic, on the field, playing football, and of course the rest of the week is going to be a whole.
Favre is going to fake the run, and he's going to bootleg. Favre's right. And it's him throwing.
Brett Favre has had more passing yards in the. Brett Favre, who has not.
Brett Favre called with the rest of his teammates.
Brett Favre, he's an easy guy to see.
But he's doing it because he's Brett Favre. They know all about this too. Favre feels that, and he knows that he has something.
Brett tonight with 9 completion.
And that's Brett Favre. It's Brett Favre. We always talk about how he throws and all those things. But the other thing he does is he has very good ball handling.
For Brett Favre, unbelievable.
He's just Brett Favre just throws this one.
Brett Favre, and then sometimes he goes back to the bench, and even though he's looking at the clipboard right,
Brett Favre is looking for him all the time. Buchanan can do something.
Brett Favre. It's a win.
Brett Favre coming out to the left throws as well as anyone. He throws better than anyone, but Favre immediately calls timeout.
300 Favre, 305.
Brett Favre has only one. Favre is going to throw the bootleg pass.
Brett Favre, Brett Favre, who will go through.
And knowing Brett Favre, that's exactly.
Steve McNair also falls into that category. And Brett Favre, you can either have him sling it to the end zone.
Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, they take one where Brett Favre wants to put it. Now watch Martin right there.
Brett Favre in the second half, he said, Lisa, I have absolutely no.
You know, Brett Favre loves it. Brett Favre was 15 for 18. Half for Brett Favre, and knowing they know that they have something special here tonight, and they have to play somewhat special.
Favre, Doug Peterson taking notes.
You know, Doug Peterson has to be something to Brett Favre because, you know, Brett Favre's wife Deanna has to call someone, you know, to tell him about his father passing away. And
isn't it amazing that Brett Favre can do this with a fractured thumb?
Brett Favre is going through, and then he had to get him a cheap shot on Brett Favre. Brett Favre with respect. Brett Favre, come on, Tyrone Weekly.
We'll see Brett Favre pulling any cell phones out of goalpost padding.
No. Brett Favre.
Of course, with Brett Favre being Brett Favre tonight, who's noticed? Brett Favre right now.
Brett Favre, I mean, you're looking on.
Brett Favre is still in the game at this point.
It's going to be very difficult for Brett Favre, and I don't think you want to. Brett Favre is having one of those nights, and his receivers are
sitting at the end of the table, and I'm off his left shoulder, and there's a big window here at the Claremont Resort in Berkeley. You can look out the window in about 10 miles. It's talking about, you know, how the young kids sometimes have trouble falling asleep in meetings.
That he's very observant, you know. But Brett Favre has confidence, and they just told Brett Favre, you know, she started down on the field. High school football coach. Favre yesterday, you always have the football. But at the time, he didn't know Brett Favre was going to be Brett Favre. Brett Favre has a hot night. But I call this a meaningless game. You can call.
This night will be remembered for for Brett Favre. Period.
What his dad would want him to do. He's coming out here dedicating this game to his dad, and then he's going to deal with it.
His dad was, as we said, his coach.
He used to always talk about his dad, being his high school coach, and he used to go out there to practice, when he was young, and he'd always throw the ball, he'd always grab all the football. For his dad, he wanted to, throw the ball. I mean, his dad ran a wishbone offense. Rick Meyer's dad was a coach. Rob John quarterbacks, if their dad was coaches. I mean,
before is that his dad made him a quarterback in a wishbone offense. So in effect, he wasn't the star.
No, but at the time, he didn't know Brett Favre was going to be Brett Favre.
Father Herb drove off.
Brett's father had died suddenly in Kill, Mississippi. It was Peterson who broke the news to Favre.
2 hours later, he hears that his father dies, and there's no of his father passing away, and Mike Sherman to tell
about his love for his father, his love for football, and his love for his teammates.
Think of how devastating this has to be. You lose your father. Your father was also your high school coach. I mean, so a father relationship, that was so strong. About his father passing away, and wonder, who that would be, and the person that she chose was Doug Peterson. And Doug Peterson got the call and had to tell Brett. That has to be a tough thing.
He said, I talked to Doug about it, he said, this is the toughest thing I've ever had to do. I'm standing there right with him.
Passing away, and Mike Sherman and telling him, do whatever you think you have to do with that team. And they went to the Super Bowl, and they were embarrassed in the passing. That what they would like to be able to do against this Packer defense is run the ball on it.
They started the year, of course, with Gannon as the passing yards in the first quarter would be against the war passing.
Passing away, and wonder, who that would be, and the person that she chose was Doug Peterson. And Doug Peterson got the call and had to tell Brett. That has to be a tough.
And died apparently of a massive heart attack, and then
died suddenly in Kill, Mississippi. It was Peterson who broke the news to Favre. Favre then went immediately back to the team hotel.
Died at the end of November. Doublefield's mother died earlier this week in Kentucky, so he is not here tonight. The defensive tackle. And William Henderson gets back to the 29-yard line. He's tackled there by Rod Coleman. Traffic and
the game that killed him, and Mike Sherman said he can't get over that.
Killed by Denver in a Monday night game in September, and just like a straight downhill slide is not enough to have killed him. So it was something else, and apparently it was a massive heart attack that created the accident. Second and 10 of the apparently of a massive heart attack, and then cruel as it is, Brett Favre. It was a massive heart attack. A massive heart attack, and then cruel as it is, Brett Favre had to make a decision. Does he play tonight?
His love for his father, his love for football, and his love for his teammates. He said that
it's not playing. You're always going to love to play, but you love to get ready to play.
Brett Favre,
his dad
died.